So we're going to eat fire. So don't go home and try it. And when I say don't go home and try it, I'm actually talking to the men in the room. Don't go home and try it. Now, one quick story before we do this. There's a man whose name I don't know, but I'm very thankful for him. He did something almost 100 years ago, and it doesn't seem very big, but this is what he did. He went to college. It was here in Oklahoma, and he went to college with a guy named Kenneth, and he went to Kenneth, and he said, Kenneth, there's a revival going on down at the church. Why don't you come with me? And Kenneth, he grew up, went to church a little bit, but not a lot. Grew up actually part Catholic, but not active, and he had never really been to church. And his friend asked him to go, so he went. And he went and he sat there that night and he heard about Jesus. And folks, he heard how Jesus died on the cross and rose again, how he could have eternal life, and things that he had never heard before. And so the next night he went back again. The third night, Kenneth went back again. On the third night, Kenneth went down and he talked to the pastor. And that was the night that Kenneth gave his life to Jesus. He got saved. And after Kenneth got saved, he was so excited, he went and he told his girlfriend, and her name was Jean. He said, Jean, he said, I know that I'm going to heaven. And she didn't know she was going to heaven. So Kenneth sat right there, told her all about Jesus, how she could give her life to Jesus. And right then, right there, his girlfriend, Jean, she gave her life to Jesus. She got saved. Well, a few years later, they got married. They had a whole bunch of kids. One day, they're driving home from church, and their 12-year-old daughter's in the back seat. She leaned forward and said, Mama, Daddy, I'm not sure I'm going to heaven. And they said, well, when we get home, let's talk about it. So when they got home, they sat down with Sue, their daughter. They told her about Jesus, and she had heard about Jesus, but she had never given her life to Christ. And right there, Sue prayed and asked Jesus to take her sins away and to be her Lord and Savior. Sue got saved. Well, she grew up, she married a man. They had 2 sons. They didn't go to church very much. One day, they were driving to a baseball game. Their 7-year-old son was playing in a tournament. And as they're driving through Oklahoma City to this baseball game, mom's over there, dad's up here, the 7-year-old son's in the back seat. The dad always listened to the news on the radio, but it was a Sunday. So there wasn't news on the radio, there was a preacher on the radio. And the preacher said, one bad thing is enough to keep you out of heaven. One bad thing, and in the back seat of that car, I started counting up all the bad things that I had done that day. And it didn't take me long to realize if one bad thing was enough to keep me out, I wasn't going to heaven. And that day I went and I talked to my mama. And I said, Mama, if he's right, I'm not going to heaven. I was scared. I remember looking out the window of that car thinking, if we have a car accident and I die, I'm not going to heaven. So when I went and I talked to my mama, I said, Mama, if he's right, I'm not going to heaven. My mama didn't act surprised. Instead, she grabbed her Bible and she sat down and she told me about Jesus. And that day, I gave my life to Jesus. Amen. I gave my life to Jesus. My mama led me to the Lord. Her mama led her to the Lord. My grandfather led my granny to the Lord. And a man whose name I don't know, who went to college with my grandfather almost 100 years ago, invited my grandpa to hear about Jesus. Amen. And I wonder if he had not invited my grandpa, where would I be today? You see, this truth was never meant to be kept secret. This light, this story about Christ and how he saves people, this was never meant to be hidden away. It was meant to be passed. It was meant to be shared. Today, if you know Jesus as your Lord and Savior, you have the light and the life of Christ. And you can pass that light. That man told my grandpa, who told my granny, who told my mama, who told me. And the truth just keeps passing on. And today, I get to stand here and tell you the same truth that changed my grandfather's life. The same truth that changed my life. That Jesus Christ is real. That he created you, he loves you, and everything you've ever wanted in life is found in him. But see, what's sad is this. So many people, they don't share the heart of God. They don't share God. Instead, they hide it away. Jesus said, you're the light of the world. A light's meant to shine. It's not meant to be tucked away. But because of fear, some people are afraid, what if I say the wrong thing? So they don't share. Other people, they're not afraid of saying the wrong thing. They're afraid of what people are going to think. What are they going to think? What are they going to say? So instead of sharing the light of Jesus, they simply keep it a secret to themselves. Now this light right here, if we were to turn off the lights in the room, the light on this torch would help no one. Every one of you came to Christ because somebody told you about Jesus. What if they would have kept it a secret? I mean, what if they would have not told you? What if it would not have been passed on? What if it would have stopped? The gospel came to you because someone passed it to you. The question is, has it stopped with you? I want you to